Welcome, welcome. This is Ryan Rockwood with Home Value Guides and Virtual Results. In this video, we're going to literally walk you through start to finish setup of a starter, maybe an enthusiast plan. I hope this is very helpful. And listen, we're improving this all the time. Features are going to come and go. When you do this, things are going to look a little bit different. That's just how this is going to work. Okay, so I need you to just be a little bit flexible and kind of get the concept of what we're doing here, even though some things might look a little bit different for you. Okay, to get started, we're going to set this up for a fantastic agent in Montclair, New Jersey. Since she only works in Montclair, it's excellent that she's got that focus, because we can make the URL very, very relevant. Okay, now for her, she does not have Cloud CMA available in her area, so really the starter plan is going to be the best for her. And again, when you check out, you're going to have to go through a payment system and so on and so forth, as you normally would expect. But for this demo, I've kept that disabled. All right, next step is to get the email that says welcome to homevalueguides.com. Okay, let me show you an example of what that email looks like. Okay, you might get a couple emails when you sign up. This is by far the most important one, and you need to save it and save it somewhere where you can always refer to it. It's really, really important. Here we've got the new URL, and you know, this has some tracking info that won't be on yours. It'll be a lot easier on the eyes. Here's the place where you log in. Here's the username. Here's the password. Down here it tells you to run the wizard mode when you get started, when you log in. Initial setup should take less than 15 minutes. Follow these tutorials. And when you're ready to post on Facebook, follow this ad. So as you can see, this email is critical. So please keep it. Now, you don't need this link to log into your site. You can always go straight to your site. And because I'm an administrator, it logged me right in. However, you could just go WP admin and it will bring you to the login. Actually, just in case, let's go to WP login.php. That one's foolproof. Okay. Now, because I'm an administrator, I'm already logged in, and my screen's going to be a little bit different generally than yours. Don't let that throw you. When you arrive at your screen, it should probably look something like this. It's got a message up here. It's got click for Cloud CMA. Click here to start the easy setup wizard. That's the same as this. You've also got a link to support here, and over here you've got a tab that has a support pop-up. The support pop-up is really important. Here's where you put your email, subject, body, site URL. Okay, this is your site URL, and also I would encourage you to always take a screenshot so we know what the heck you're talking about. Even though you think it's clear, when you send it into support, it can be really, really unclear. And our goal is to exchange the least amount of emails possible, because we know that, you know, people are impatient. They want to get the answer right away. Okay, so what does it say to do first? It says first in this email, this is a sample email, by the way, it's not actually for this site, but it says in the email the first thing to do is run this wizard mode. So let's run that together. The wizard is just a step-by-step that helps you set up your site. Okay, Montclair is kind of a boring title, wouldn't you agree? So let's say and you can use this if you want. After we do everything, we're going to save the changes. And it tells us what to do right over here, site title. It also tells us that it's optional. I can click here on step 2, or I can go to next step. Both accomplish the same thing. And this is saying customize your thank you message. Okay, let's go to Jody's site. When someone gets on this page and we say thank you, we want to send them to the website, right? Now, I think I want them to come right off this page. This landing site is a little bit unbranded, a little bit stealth, and so when they get to her site, I really want them to see right away that it's a real person. So I'm going to send it with a photo. It's a nice photo. I want to send it right. I want to send them right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find this word website. And to those of you that work with word processors or websites a little bit, this should be really straightforward. Then I'm going to come up here. I'm going to enter this link, and I'm going to say add link. Now, in the meantime, please visit our full website to explore the current market and learn more about our company. Now, the only other thing is that the only other thing I'd like to put in here is an email address. However, if we do not receive it, please contact us right away. I think what I'd like to do here is put in her email address, and I want to do that because we try really, really hard to make sure that these emails get through, but it's impossible to get through to everyone, and people get really bent out of shape when they don't get their stuff. So what I want to tell people, hey, this is for real. We really are, we really are sending you this fantastic report. Please contact us. Let us know if you don't get it. Otherwise, we can't really know. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and you can make it fancy, and you can rearrange the words and all that kind of stuff. Okay, but I'm just going to leave it at that, and I'm going to always hit update. Okay, that's all you need to do. Now, oops, I don't know if I did that or if it's okay. So now configure your profile. Some of you will have signed up for an email with an email address that you don't want to get leads at. In other words, you maybe want to send it to your team email or something like that. Now, there's a couple spots in here that you need to adjust your profile. This actually, this is just the email for the website, so don't worry about that. There's really, what I might do? I might take out this step because this is so optional, whether or not you want the color in the back to be light or blue or whatever. So if you watch this video and this step is no longer there, don't be concerned. Okay, we're just going to skip it. Now, this configure your website settings, this is the biggie. Okay, and as a matter of fact, you want to come back here, and this is where you really have to watch these videos. I mean, I don't know, you can actually set this up with only 2 things. All you have to do is put your email here and put your email here. That's it. Okay, but there are a lot of, you can get really hardcore into this. Okay, so at the bare minimum, put in your email, but at some point here, invest the 10 minutes or whatever and watch these 2 videos, and you'll really have a solid overview of what to do. Okay, I'm going to go through them briefly. None of this needs to change. None of this needs to change. It all looks very good. I don't want her to get confirmations when someone just puts an address in. Okay, sorry about the spelling error. We'll get that fixed. Now, what happens here is some people will not complete the form, but they will put in their home address. If you're really hardcore at this, there's no reason not to take that physical address and start mailing them, and that's what this is for. But we're not going to do that for her. We're just going to give her email addresses. She's just going to follow up by email. Okay. So now we're going to get her email, paste it in there. Paste it in there. We're going to skip this. Do not touch this unless you know what you're doing. Client name we're going to leave blank to use the email address on the report. That it actually looks really good. And then let's just check out the message here. This is what gets sent to the agent, you. Address, email, phone, okay. And this is what gets sent to the user. Now you're probably going to want to come in here and do something like oops. You know, if you want to get fancy, you could do this too. Okay. There's very little you actually have to do. I'm going to hit save. Now there are very many things you can do. So that's the good thing. You can start out simply and expand. She doesn't have Cloud CMA in her area. It's a real bummer. So I'm just going to leave this here on manual mode. She'll have to send her CMAs manually. Extra detail. I'm not going to put in you could put in a second page where it goes to a second page and you can ask for a whole bunch of stuff. That's really going to reduce your responses. And so I'm just going to keep her right now with email, phone, and the phone's going to be optional. Okay, so I'm going to put something in here to test, and the email is required, of course. The phone number is optional. Okay. Anytime you want to look at your site, just come here and open it in a new tab and check it out. Test it. For goodness sakes, we've got people that are putting it on Facebook before they tested it, and a lot of people forget to go here into this site settings area. Now we're out of the wizard, so it looks a little different now. The wizard kind of guides you through the beginnings of things. So if you need to get back and change the homepage title, you can do that here. If you want to change the site settings, again, all those tabs, you do that here. The thank you page and other pages are here. Profile, Google Analytics, custom domain. Some of these options are available only to people on the higher plans. So if you click something and it says you're not authorized to see this or whatever, go ahead and consider whether or not you can get along without it or whether or not you want to upgrade. If you want to upgrade, at this point, you just contact support. Okay, in the future there'll be an option in here to upgrade without talking to anyone. Okay, so it's that easy. That probably took what, 10 minutes? We're actually done, and I'm going to take a look at the website on the front here. Montclair. Just want to make sure I spelled everything right. Montclair. Yep. Okay, so I'm happy with this. I think it's going to do really, really well. This is really the conclusion. Now, when I want to post this on Facebook, I'm going to need this URL. Okay, so to get that, I just get it here. In the next video, we'll actually go post it on Facebook.